Hello everyone, I am Sanjay Gupta. I welcome you on Sanjay Gupta Tech School. So, this is day 12 of Salesforce Cyber Security Bootcamp, and today Sumit will be explaining about like whatever cyber security tools he has explained so far. So, he will be relating those tools with Salesforce so that you can learn like how you can protect Salesforce platform with the help of security tools. So, welcome Sumit on the channel and please share all the information or knowledge so that folks can learn security around Salesforce. Over to you. Sumit,
Am I live now?
yes, now you are audible.
Okay. Hello. Welcome again on this cybersecurity bootcamp. And today I'm going to discuss about finding bugs in Salesforce CRM. So, guys, my name is Sumit Jain, and I'm a ethical hacker and cybersecurity expert. I'm working as a Synact Red Team and Pentabug Red Team member. Apart from that, I'm working as a senior security specialist at Gtor Networks. I have 10 plus years in this cybersecurity domain. Previously, I am working as a guest instructor at Central Detective Training School. Right now, I am helping students, freshers, and professionals to build their career in cybersecurity stream. So, guys, you can follow me on my YouTube channel where I am regularly creating content related to cybersecurity. And you can follow, share, and Sanjay Gupta Tech School YouTube channel as well, where I am conducting this bootcamp live. Please share a review or feedback about this bootcamp. You can contact me on these below platforms. I'm available on LinkedIn and Twitter. You can join our Telegram group for further discussions. Important links are available in video description. So today we are going to talk about how to find bugs in Salesforce CRM. So basically, Salesforce is work as a software as a product or platform as a service. So Salesforce work in both, and Salesforce also have a disclosure program in their website. So you can find it here like salesforce.com/company/disclosure. Here is the here is the path where Salesforce bug bounty or responsible disclosure program is listed. So you can see here. So Salesforce listed vulnerability disclosure policy and testing for security vulnerabilities. So Salesforce, you can find bugs in Salesforce website as well as Salesforce CRM, Salesforce products as well. If you find a potential security vulnerability, you can report it at security@salesforce.com, and you can see Salesforce is mentioned that provide full details of the suspected vulnerability, so the Salesforce team may validate and reproduce the issue. Also, Salesforce does not permit the following types of security research: performing actions that may negatively affect Salesforce or its users, accessing or attempting access to data or information that do not belong to you, destroying or corrupting or attempting to destroy or corrupt data, information that not belong to you, conducting any types of physical and electronic attack on Salesforce personal property or data centers, Salesforce engineering any Salesforce service desk, employees or contractor. You cannot find or do security research on these all following types. And also Salesforce security team commitment. If you report a security vulnerability in Salesforce CRM, Salesforce will respond in timely manner, acknowledging receipt of your vulnerability report, provide an estimate time frame for addressing the vulnerability report, and Salesforce will notify you when the vulnerability has been fixed. So you can find the vulnerabilities in Salesforce CRM, and there is a dedicated subdomain is also created for the security research. You can find it here, security at .salesforce.com, where you can find multiple information related to how you can test Salesforce platform or Salesforce product. So you can see the new releases, how this Salesforce integrated with MFA, and you can see it here, security partnership. So you can see Salesforce security guide, and if you visit the URL, you can see this is the Salesforce security guide, and what this say, that Salesforce security basics authenticate user. When you build a product on Salesforce CRM, how you authenticate user. So there are multiple methods. So where using this, you can authenticate your users. So authentication means preventing unauthorized access to your organization or its data by making sure each logged user is who they say they are. So this is something like a unauthenticated user will not use your CRM or your product. So this security guide you have to read, and you have to create your product according to this security guide. But right now we are here to find some security vulnerabilities in Salesforce product. So let's do this. And for do this, and if Salesforce is integrated with CRM on some of the websites, so here is the list of some of the websites that using Salesforce you can find on builtwith.com. You can search what is built on Salesforce. So you can see there are multiple websites that are built on Salesforce. Let's see, puma.com, Yeti, and FanDuel, Free People, Zoom. There are multiple websites in this. So Salesforce is built all this. Let's copy one of the website and open it in our new tab, and let's see if we can find something here. So I'm copying support.fanduel.com. So first thing we do, if you are using a target, first thing we do is collecting information. So you can use your Firefox add-on Wapalizer to see if this is built on Salesforce or not. So you can clearly see this website is used Salesforce Service Cloud for live chat. This website is used CRM, Salesforce Desk, Salesforce, and Salesforce Service Cloud. So this is built on Salesforce. So now we have to analyze that if we can find something related to Salesforce security. Also, we can find some vulnerabilities on Salesforce itself. So how can you find some vulnerabilities? So first thing is collecting the information, and in our previously videos I already told you how to collect subdomains, how to collect some links related to your target. So let's switch to our Kali Linux machine and find out if we can gather some information about the subdomains or links related to Salesforce, and then we can collect information about the fanduel.com, which is using Salesforce CRM. So hey, this is my Kali Linux machine. First, we have to collect some subdomains related to Salesforce. So for collecting subdomains, I'm using Asset Finder, and then you can type subs-only, and then give your domain name. In my case, my domain name is salesforce.com. Let's save all the result with the help of a new file called salesforce.txt, and run our tool. The tool is running in the backend, and you can see it is finding some of the subdomains Salesforce is using. So we have multiple subdomains related to Salesforce and Salesforce built on. So this is a subdomain, bhttp.mysalesforce.com, click.mail.salesforce.com. The tool is running continuously and giving results to and saving result in salesforce.txt. Let's stop the tool here and see if we have some domains in our file or not. Salesforce.txt, and you see we have some domains to test on. We can try our methods for finding security vulnerabilities in on all these domains we have collected so far. So you can see there are multiple domains. Let's filter all these domains for live or not. So you can use a tool called httpx and then use the flag silent. So this will tell you if our domain is live or not, and also store all these results in a new file, Salesforce live.txt. Let's run our httpx tool on all these collected information. So you can see the httpx is filtering some of the domains and only displaying the live domains. All these domains are live and currently working. So you have salesforce.com, test.salesforce.com, mc500.salesforce.com, image.mail.salesforce.com. So we have multiple subdomain that is live. Now we have to find some URLs or path related to Salesforce. To do that, we are using a tool called Gao. So we have echo call our domain. This is salesforce.com and run our tool Gao and store all these results in a new file. Give the file name salesforce urls.txt. All the results that Gao will discover will stored in salesforce url.txt. You can see we have multiple paths, multiple links related to Salesforce. All these links path belongs to Salesforce. So we have some targets or some path or some domains to analyze further. Now, as we have collected some subdomains and paths related to Salesforce, first thing we have to do is running a vulnerability scanner, automated vulnerability scanner that is called Nuclei. You have to install this automated vulnerability scanner that will scan your target for potential vulnerabilities, and then you can analyze manually if this is vulnerable or not. So for to do that, we have a tool called Nuclei. Let me tell you how to install it. So the tool name is Nuclei. You have to type it in your Linux terminal and hit enter. Nuclei will install, and then how to run this tool is Nuclei space -u and give your domain name. In that case, we have salesforce.com and hit enter. So what will Nuclei do? Nuclei will analyze the salesforce.com and run their templates. We have around 6,000 templates. This is running on our domain, and it will display all the results, all the potential security vulnerabilities that we have in our salesforce.com domain. So you can see the issues are coming. Let's complete this, and then we will analyze how this is vulnerable or not. So read one by one. So we have technology detect, Akamai. So salesforce.com is using a Akamai CDN technology. Also salesforce.com port number 443 is using some of the SSL DNS names. So this is the SSL. All these are SSL related names, DNS names that are given in salesforce.com. SSL issuer. What is the SSL issuer Salesforce is using is DigiCert INC. So the SSL certificate installed in Salesforce is delivered by DigiCert. DMARC detect. This is a DNS record that is Salesforce is using. The name server fingerprint the Salesforce is using udns3salesforce.com. The text fingerprint, the text record of DNS is this Docker verification, and you can see some of the tokens and verification links as well. And the tool is running. We have no more result related to Salesforce. This will take time to analyze the target you are giving because it will run around 6,000 templates on your target. So you have a single target, it will run 6,000 templates on your target. If you have multiple target, so all target will be scanned. So using Nuclei, we can find multiple vulnerabilities related to your domain. We have to categorize it using some informational vulnerabilities or some low categories vulnerabilities or medium category vulnerabilities, high category or critical category. We can filter them out, like these informational vulnerabilities are no use for not considered as a security vulnerabilities. So we have to filter this informational outputs. So to do this, you can use Nuclei. Give your target like salesforce.com and then use a filter called ES. ES will exclude the severity you are giving. Right now I'm giving info, so it will not display the informational outputs in your result. Hit enter and you will see there is no display of information output. So using Nuclei, you can automate your security testing on your target. And if you are testing a product that is using Salesforce CRM, so you can give the website name is here and run the Nuclei. Nuclei is an automated security scanner that will analyze your target. It will take time to analyze, and you can see right now we have 3,172 templates because all informational templates are now not running on this domain because we have filtered with the ES flag. And if you can see, our GAU is still running and collecting all the links related to Salesforce. These are all the Salesforce links that are running behind and using any of the subdomains. You can see the link content, DAM web, global icons, product industries. So we can found some sensitive information on these links. We will check out after this is finished. So if you have a target related to your Salesforce CRM, you can collect subdomains first, then find the all possible links that your websites is using, and then run all these links into Nuclei and find some potential security vulnerabilities. Both the tools are running. So let's switch to our main website and let's see if we can find some manual or not. So one more process is you can use is called fuzzing. You can do fuzz on your target as well. What is fuzzing? Fuzzing is something like giving inputs onto your target and see how your website respond. Like if your target is this, In our case, our target is salesforce.com and slash. If we can find some sensitive data here on this path, we can find with the help of fuzzing process. We can fuzz and give a word list to this domain and run and see if some of the sensitive files, like if this file is hidden in something uh, like this, salesforce.com/config.php. This file contains some configuration data, but this is hidden, and you don't have any idea on which folders or on which path this file is running. So you can use the fuzz process. You can fuzz your target and try to find some configuration files, some sensitive files with the help of fuzzing. To do that process, we use a tool called Fuzz, FFUF. The tool name is FFUF. This is pre-installed in your Linux distribution. So you can use the command FFUF, then give your target name, which is -u, and salesforce.com/fuzz. I want to find the files on this path, so you have to type fuzz in capital and give a word list. So for the word list, we use to flag -w and the word list path. So we need some word list to do the fuzzing process. For word list, you can use type in the Google checklist GitHub, and you see you can find some word list related to your
Sumit, can you zoom in?
this is the word list I'm going to use to do the process of fuzz. So this folder has multiple files you can use. So you need to clone it. So let's move to our Linux terminal and clone the file. Before this, you can see our nuclei scan is complete and there is no results found. Better luck next time. So you can, this domain is not vulnerable with anything related to, according to nuclei, but all the subdomains we can also test. So for giving the subdomains, you need to give cat your subdomain file. This is our subdomain file, and use pipe and run nuclei on them and filter with -es. So all the informational vulnerabilities will filter out, and these all the templates nuclei have will run on all the subdomains we collected. Run this and you can see how many subdomains we have. So we have total 415 subdomains, and all subdomains scanned with these 3000 templates. And we have already filtered our informational vulnerabilities, so it will only display low, medium severity or high severity vulnerabilities. Let's see if we can find any vulnerabilities. While this process is running, let's download our word list for the process of fuzzing. So I'm open a new terminal, and with git clone, to download the file, you need to git clone it. Give the URL of github.com/, this is our URL, Daniel, this is our URL.
Sumit, I think that screen is not visible. So it is showing GitHub. Yeah, now it is visible. Command prompt.
Give the file name and it will also clone. So I already have this file. So what we have in this file is checklist. So you can see these all the word list we have in our checklist folder. We have to use it with the help of FFUF. So Gauss is also still running. I have to stop it. So with the help of Gauss, we collected all the URLs. With the help of Nuclei, we scanned with potential vulnerabilities. And with the help of FFUF, we can scan if we can find some potential files which contain some malicious information. So let's run our tool FFUF as well. So to do that, go back and clear the terminal, use FFUF. This is our file. Use the domain you want to find vulnerabilities, in our case, which is salesforce.com, and then give the word list. So in word list, we have checklist, /home/Kali. Checklist and then discovery, web content. This is our word list file. I'm going to run out Salesforce. So we have an error. Okay, I didn't give false and give the full URL. Now, this will running and it will find all the possible directories, all the possible links. You can see all these folders will find FFUF will finding, and if it will find something, the status code will be 200. So all the 400, 4,715 folders it is scanning. So we have multiple word list for finding various information. So you need to run various folders on the checklist. So let's check what we have. So we have in checklist word list, we have discovery. So use discovery, and in discovery we have web content. You can go to this file, and we have all these word list. All these word list we have. So we have hyperengine, we have golang.txt, GraphQL, JBoss, Jenkins, WebLogic. So if you want to run any of this, you need to specify the path and run on your target. Let's use another file. Let's use combined directories. So back, give your tool. This is our command. So I'm using combined directories.txt and then run. So it will find all the backup files, all the directories. So we have around 13 lakh possible combinations that will run on your target. And if it can find some matching folders or content, it will result with the status code 200. And you can see size is also 0. So these folders or paths are not present in salesforce.com. Now what we can do, what if some of the websites also using a Salesforce CRM, you can first find subdomains and then can find links and search for sensitive data. So let's give this URL in our website. Website name is web.archive.org, where you can find some possible links manually. So let's copy this domain. This website is integrated with Salesforce CRM, and find some of the links we can find. Go to the URLs and you see we have some links, like this website have robot.txt file, and this website has this link, anonymous request new. This has 1498 entries. So you can search for some of the sensitive content like config. So if we have something related to config, the URL will display. So here is a URL and it is Salesforce Aura. Let's open this. Copy and then open. So see if we can find some sensitive or not. So this will redirect it to our Salesforce login. So we need to log in to our FanDuel. This is we have to log in our Salesforce. So then we can access FanDuel support. So this link is only accessible if you are a authenticated user. So the security is right. But if this link is opened without any security or any protection, any authorization, we can find some configuration data. Like you can see host.config.get config data. So we have multiple URLs. We have 4 entries related to config. Let's open one by one and see all of them is asking login and credentials or not. This is also redirect us to login. Let's use another. So all these will redirect it to our Salesforce login. Let's find another file like SQL. So we don't have any SQL file. Let's find .ini file. We don't have any ini. Let's find we don't have any admin link, password. So we have some password related path. So these are some articles. So that's not suspicious. Database. So we have some URLs related which have DB in it. So let's open it.
Sumit, someone is asking Kali Linux is must for cybersecurity. Yes, Prabhu. Kali Linux is must for cybersecurity. You can use the other Linux distribution as well that are based for pen testing, because these distribution have pre-installed tools that will helpful if you are doing a pen test or if you are finding vulnerabilities on your target. So these distribution will surely help you. You can use the Parrot distribution as well. This is a also
based on Linux. So Kali Linux is must because every security tools is already installed or it is completely based on security related tools. So Kali Linux is must. So this website, this URL is not running, and I can see if we can find some of the link. Let's open this. Blank page. So we don't have any URL that have some contain sensitive information. Let's found some token. If we can found some token, we don't have any token. Let's found API key, not API. We have some JS files. So let's found some JS. So we have some API related JS. Let's open this JS file. This is the JS file that are displayed here, and you can find some token, some password in this JS file. So you need to analyze and search password in this JS. Password is not present. You can search some keys. Keys are not also not present. Some tokens not present. Some API. So we have API but not any key. So you need to analyze every JS files for sensitive information, and you can use the fuzzing process as well for quickly analyzing. Like we have a domain name displayed here, so you can use this if we have some information. No, this will also redirect us to login.salesforce.com. So all these URLs are protected with the authentication process. You need to analyze or open every JS files you can find in your target. Some of the JS files surely have some of the data, like this production JS. Let's open this. This is not opening. This is also not visible. No, nothing is opened. Everything will be secured. Let's search for our main target, salesforce.com. And also check, we have to check the result of our fuzzing process that is completed. And let's see if we can find some of the 200 status. Nothing is displayed, nothing is available. So we don't have any file with the fuzzing process. Let's find some JS files in here. We have some JS files on Salesforce. Like we have some smart player API. Let's open it. The page you are trying to view isn't here, so this is protected. Let's open this. So this have a URL, default JPG image. Let's open this. So the Salesforce JPG image, but if we have a CRM children list dot JSON, so you need to check every file, every possible file that have some content. We have total 212 entries related to our JS files. So you need to open each and every file like this staging file. This is not visible. So you need to, what is the process of testing? The first process is collect all the domains or subdomains related to your target using our collecting script. Subdomain collecting script. Second step is collect all the URLs using URL grabbing script. I already talked about how to collect subdomains and collect URLs in our previous videos, so you need to check that out. And then run nuclei templates on your domain. And check if we can find some sensitive or some severity, like medium severity or high severity bugs. You can use fuzz with word list to find some sensitive data. So we have 4 process to test our Salesforce CRM. We have more. We can find SQL. We can find some XSS vulnerabilities. So I will talk about how to find SQL on tomorrow's session. So you need to practice on using all these methods. You need to run nuclei templates on your domain. For to do that, this is our command, nuclei-u, and your target name, and then filter out with -es and filter es info. And if you are giving all the subdomains, then open your subdomain file. Like I'm giving your target.txt, then use pipe and run nuclei-es info. And if you are fuzzing your target, use ffuf -u, give your target name, and then write fuzz in capitals, and then give your word list path where you want to use. So word list we are using is SecList. You can easily Google it and clone it for cloning. The command is git clone and your path where this SecList is located. So you need to download the SecList word list first, then give it with the help of ffuf, and can fuzz all the possible combinations or the possible sensitive files or file directories, some possible paths. You can use nuclei on your target to find potential vulnerabilities. Nuclei is an automated vulnerability scanner, and these two upper process are compulsory because it will give you some insights how your domain is working, how many subdomains your domain have, how many URLs your domain have, and you can then filter out and see if we have some sensitive files or JS files or some database files, some database links, some sensitive files like configuration, APIs, admin files. So you can grab all the, you can collect all these by seeing all the, visiting all these URLs collected by Gao or Katana or Webpack URLs. In tomorrow's session, we will talk about how to find SQL injection or XSS vulnerabilities on your Salesforce CRM and the websites that are using Salesforce. So do join for tomorrow as well. And if you have any question now, you can ask me.
Yeah, I think there are few questions in the chat if you can take.
Cyber account is asking, we are pen testing the entire Salesforce domain in here, so we do pen test our own organization. Yes, Cyber, you can do pen test your own organization as well. And if your organization is using Salesforce CRM, you can use all these methods. But these methods you can use on other CRM as well, like WordPress or some AEM, Adobe. You can use these tactics on any other domains. I don't see any other questions here.
Okay. So I think you shared lots of knowledge, and maybe guys, if you join tomorrow's session, so you will be getting more information on this. And it is important to know like how we can secure Salesforce CRM through cybersecurity tools. So yeah, so Sumit, actually, this guy is asking about Salesforce org. So in Salesforce, basically, whenever we create an account, so one instance is created. So that is basically known as org. So whenever we log in and whenever we try to access that CRM, so that instance is basically known as org, not that organization. So he is asking in that context.
Okay.
So you can consider like he is trying to log in into salesforce.com. So he will be getting a free copy for practice. Okay. So he is asking how do we pen test our own org? So
So you can use a nuclei, or you can first the link. You can first your own link and you can use the nuclei and give the path. Like if we have multiple paths, and then you can use the nuclei, give the path with the help of -u, and then filter with the -es. So nuclei will run as on subdomains or as well as links as well.
okay, and maybe if you have questions, cyber account, so you can join tomorrow's session and then you can ask more questions. So, guys, this is it for today's session. Thank you for joining, and see you tomorrow on the same time. And few more tips and tricks Sumit will be sharing with you. Thank you, Sumit, for sharing insights in today's session.